All right, a San Diego woman badly hurt in a parasailing crash in Mexico is finally in the care of local doctors. A privately funded plane flown in to carry her home landed at Brownfield just 2 hours ago. Our 10 News anchor Brian Schlonsky is there at Brownfield, where family and former congressmen were there to greet her. Brian.
Well, Steve, I can't tell you how great it was to see the smiles on their faces when that plane landed here on the tarmac behind me. Her family says right now their focus is on Katie's recovery back here at home, while police back in Mexico focus their efforts on this investigation and how it happened. It's a welcome sight for Katie Malone's father after that phone call several weeks ago that was quite the opposite.
It's one of those calls you never want to get.
Looking back then, it's hard to believe we've finally gotten to this point. Katie back in the United States and on to UCSD for some much-needed medical care.
That night in the morning, I'm trying to get an air flight and get a hotel. I got down there first thing in the morning.
There was Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Katie hospitalized after a horrific parasailing crash, some of which was caught on cell phone video. There for her 29th birthday, it was supposed to be a 10-minute ride. The rope tying her to the boat broke, leaving Katie in the air for an agonizing 45 minutes, not knowing if she would live or die.
You know, she says, don't let me die and don't let me be paralyzed. And then all of a sudden she just passes out.
The recovery has been tough enough. Paying for it tough too. Hundreds of people, though, stepping in and donating on GoFundMe. But then the realization that the treatment she really needed was here at home. But how to pay to fly her here?
The Life Flight folks would not take off until they got some money, and they needed $18,900.
Enter former U.S. Congressman Diegan Hunter and his son.
So he and I sent them a personal guarantee.
Katie's brother on the plane with her.
It was a dream. It was just everything we've been praying for. It was just a perfect flight for Katie. She was all full of smiles.
Now, after Diegan Hunter and his son stepped in, several other groups did as well, able to pay for that flight to get Katie back home. Reporting live tonight, Brian Schlonsky, 10 News.
Brian, thank you. Still more costs, though. If you would like to help Katie during her treatment and recovery process, we have a link to her GoFundMe account. Just go to 10news.com and click on the red television.